Before you create your first draft, there are two very important tasks you need to accomplish. They are to create an objective and outline. Let's talk about the objective first. Your objective is what your whole script is based around. If you don't have a clear idea of what you're trying to say or do, it's going to be very difficult to write. I highly recommend having only a few objectives and making them very specific. For instance, the objective of the introductory video that you watched for the scripting class was to convince you that this class is worth watching. The simplest way to fulfill that objective was to establish credibility by highlighting successful scripts that I've written and explaining the value of this class by covering what you'll learn if you decide to take it. It's a very simple objective that guided the entire scripting process for that introductory video. After you decide on a clear objective, the second action is to create the outline. Generally, an outline contains an introduction, 3 to 5 main points that support the objective, and finally a conclusion. You can think of the main points of the outline as a list of mini objectives that fulfills the primary objective. Let's take my how to create a whiteboard animation in one day as an example. In that video, my primary objective was simply the title of the video. So the outline for that script was a list of tasks or mini objectives that needed to be accomplished in order to create a whiteboard animation. Here's the example outline. Number 1, introduce the challenge. Number 2, decide on a video topic. Number 3, write the script. Number 4, record the voiceover. Number 5, edit using the whiteboard animation program. And finally, number 6, edit in Premiere Pro. This list is essentially all you really need for an outline. However, you could expand on that outline and create even more subheaders for each mini objective. For instance, number 1, decide on a video topic. Subtask A, create a list of topics that interest you. Subtask B, look at what's trending. Number 2, write the script. Subtask A, literally it's the lessons of this class, so you can follow those for the subtasks. And then number 3, record the voiceover. Subtask A, it's literally my Adobe Audition class, but it's to choose a good microphone, record in your DAW, edit, and so on. Number 4, using the whiteboard animation program. Subtask A, how to purchase VideoScribe. Subtask B, how to use the program. Subtask C, how to export, and so on. I think you guys get the point. I can keep breaking down the mini objectives into even more subtasks until we're at the most basic elements. And you can go pretty deep depending on how complex each step is. However, whether or not you want to do this depends on how in-depth you want to go, and that is decided by your primary objective. If your primary objective is to explain something as thoroughly as possible, then go as deep as you can with your outline. If your primary objective, on the other hand, is simply to give them a quick idea of how to create a whiteboard animation in one day, then you'll probably want to talk about each step in a more broad way like I did. My video was not meant to be a full-on walkthrough tutorial of how it was done. I saved that for my class about whiteboard animations, which, if you look at each lesson's title, is an outline in itself. This applies to pretty much any well-organized online course or a single video lesson. So if you're ever stuck on how to create an outline, examples of outlines are pretty much everywhere, so don't overthink it. Just make sure the level at which you're going into depth matches with your primary objective. So the assignment for this lesson is to choose a primary objective for your script and then create the outline. If you're struggling with how to format your script or what to use to write your script, feel free to adapt my methods. I personally type everything out on a Google Drive document since it gives me access to it on all my devices. I like to change the color of the page because white is blinding, and I like to color my objective and mini objectives a different color as well. I personally use the font El Messery at size 14. Of course, this specific format is just personal preference. You can write on a piece of paper, use a regular Word document, or type it in notes on your phone, whatever works best for you. Once you're done with your outline, we'll move on to the first draft. Hi guys, that was just a quick lesson on objectives and outlines from my Skillshare class about scripting for video. I'll leave a link below that will give you a 30-day free trial for Skillshare if you're interested in checking it out. On top of that, I'm doing a giveaway where you can get a year free for Skillshare Premium. All you need to do is comment down below with what you intend on learning on Skillshare, and I'll announce the winner in next week's video. So that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. Hope to see you in the next one.